Today is Mother's Day. It's a day where we celebrate our moms all around the country. We celebrate what they do for us as kids, what they continue to do for us as adults. Today I want to celebrate a special demographic of mothers that is near and dear to my heart, and that is our military moms. Now, I'm a military veteran, and my mom, Miss Tammy Haley Adams, she went through all of the ups and downs of being a military mom. And I'm sure that the story that my mom has is similar to many other military moms out there who have either a son or daughter who have ever served in any branch of the military. I'm my mom's only son, and I'm her oldest child. So in 2005, when I told her that I was going to join the military, she wasn't too impressed. She begged me to stay. She said, "You can stay with me, anything that you want to do." But it was my first time talking to my mom as a man and telling her, "Hey, I think I want to do this." And so she supported my decision. She was very hesitant because we were still at war in 2005, and things were uncertain during that time. However, I joined, and my mom supported me all the way. She wrote me letters in basic training. She tried to send me stuff, but the drill sergeants didn't let me have it. But she knew that we could have cough drops, so she sent me many cough drops at Fort Knox, where I did my basic training at. And she was just so proud of her son. So a lot of the members of the church, they didn't know about me. All they knew was that my mom, Tammy, she had this great son that she used to brag about all the time. And people thought to themselves, "Well, who is this guy? I never met him." You know, this great son that she has, because our military moms, they love to brag about their children who have served all around the country. They love to brag on their military sons or daughters who have joined the military, made something of themselves, got out of their hometowns, and did things that they probably wanted to do themselves, but couldn't, or just, didn't do. So they love to brag on the military kids. And with me being her oldest child and her only son, I can imagine her saying, "Well, my son's in the Army. My son's a cavalry scout." Secretly comparing her son to the other sons in Rochester, where I'm from, Rochester, New York. So move on to when I deployed to Iraq in 2006. Now, this time in a military mother's life is one of agony. It's just, my son is going to war. What? I don't want my son to go to war. I don't know what's going to happen over there. Speaking like a mom, that's my baby. I don't want my baby going off to war. They call me Junior back home. That's Junior. Junior about to go to war. And the hardest, I think, for me going to Iraq, I wasn't scared, but the hardest thing for me to do was leave my mom in the airport in Rochester, New York. And we all had tears in our eyes, and she gave me this big hug, and she cried, and she said, "Junior, I want you to be safe over there." Oh, my God. That was one of the hardest moments of my life. Getting on that plane, leaving Rochester, going back to Fort Carson in Colorado Springs, getting ready to deploy to Iraq, and to leave my mom in that airport crying. It was one of the hardest moments of my life. And actually getting to Iraq and receiving those letters and those care packages and those cookies from my mom, it was nothing like that. It was nothing like it. And I called her whenever I could. She made sure that she stayed by the phone no matter what the time was. And I can only imagine what other moms go through, waiting on the phone, waiting to hear from their son or from their daughter, waiting just to hear that, "Hey, Mom, I'm here and I'm okay." It just puts their mind at ease so they can breathe a little bit and go, "Okay, my baby made it." And so in 2007, I went home for my R&R. And when I got home, I was surprised. My mom, she kept the Christmas tree up. And I said, "Mom, why do you got the Christmas tree up? It's April." And she said, "Well, baby, I wanted you to experience Christmas." And, my heart just melted to pieces that she kept this Christmas tree up. until April just so I can experience a little part of Christmas. Even though she, excuse me, she sent me Christmas cookies and she sent me care packages and things like that. She kept this Christmas tree up just so her baby boy, her oldest child, her son, can experience Christmas. It was nothing like that. It was nothing like that. Then the more serious side of my military service, I got injured. I was severely injured in Iraq, June 17th, 2007. It is a day that my family will never forget, especially my mom. Getting that call that your son has been shot by a sniper like I was, and they didn't know if I was going to make it, it broke my mom's heart. This was her baby they were talking about, her son, Junior, her only son, her oldest child. And I can only imagine all of the military mothers who receive calls, those emergency Red Cross calls saying that your son or your daughter has been injured or, God forbid, has been killed in the line of duty. Just the heartbreak and the agony they must feel. Those military moms all around the country who feel that they can almost feel their son or their daughter go through that pain. I can't imagine it. And when I was moved back to Fort Carson to heal during the summer, my mom was there watching me go to from surgery over and over and over. And she watched me go through physical therapy. And my mom, she even watched me as I took my first steps again after I think about my 8th surgery. And those physical therapists came in the room and said, you need to start your recovery now, or else you may never be able to walk again. Because I was shot in my left leg by a sniper and it completely destroyed my leg. But when I took my first steps, who was right there behind me? My mom, Tammy Haley Adams. And I can only imagine those mothers around the world who see their son or their daughter go to war and they come back and they don't know what version of their son or daughter they're going to receive. And then just being that coach, just being a mom, letting them know, hey baby, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And my mom sat there and watched me go to and from surgery over and over and over. And she sat with me in those recovery rooms after surgery, just holding my hand, just praying with her Bible in her hand, just letting me know it's going to be okay. Just being a mom, being a military mom. And those military moms all around the world who have had these same experiences, they're tough. They may not go to war, but they've been to war. My mom is a Bible warrior. We pray in our family. We pray hard. And she prayed for me to make a full recovery. And here I am today. The power of prayer is very strong. And then when I got home, after I got out the military in 2010, my mom once again watched me. She watched me struggle. She watched me try to find my identity after leaving Rochester in 2005, being shot by a sniper in 2007, and getting out of the military, coming back home in 2010. She watched me struggle trying to find out who I was. And I'm sure there's other military moms as well who watch their sons and their daughters deal with PTSD, alcoholism, drug abuse, being strung out on opioids or other drugs. My mom watched all of that. And once again, we prayed together. We prayed. And I was eventually able to make a full recovery. I kicked all the habits. I got into a great rehab to help, not a rehab, but it was a program called the Warrior Salute Program in Rochester. And this program was started by someone who made a promise to my mom while we were sitting in the hospital. General Robert Mixon told my mom, if you guys ever need anything, I'm retiring soon and I'm going to be in Rochester. And my mom took that promise to heart. She took that promise to heart that General Mixon made. And now we're all thankful to him for helping me get on my feet when I moved back to Rochester. So this is a video here dedicated to all of my military moms out there, but especially my mom, Miss Tammy Haley Adams, who watched her little boy, Junior, join the military, get severely injured, and struggle to find out who he was today. But now, she sees her son with a master's degree, with her own business, Lion Speaking Agency, and she's my biggest cheerleader now. So this is a happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, but especially to our military moms, and a very, very, very heartfelt, special happy Mother's Day to my mom, Miss Tammy Haley Adams. I love you to death, and I'll see you soon.